So this is a late video, but it's capturing footage from my recent trip to Fremont Street, as I say, the Fremont Street experience. And there's so much joy. I can tell you, folks, when I moved to Nevada 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago now, that was Fremont Street was one of the first places I went to. It's like a kid in a candy store. Fremont Street, for those who know, but it's like a long strip. It's a strip of its own. Like you have entertainers out there, you have stalls, you have artwork, a lot of artists there that are performing tricks, live bands, live shows. I think there's like live shows every day of the week, every night of the week, and I've been to some of these. In 2022, yeah, end of 2022, I went to a flow rider concert, which is free. I wouldn't necessarily go to a packed crowd in today's environment because life has changed quite a bit over these last 2 years. So I try to avoid crowded areas as much as I can. But Fremont Street is fun. Although there's some crime over there as of this last year or so, things can get a little wonky. So my recommendation is, just be very wary of Fremont Street. There's been fights, there's been a couple of stabbings, and a lot of this is stupidity. I think people just can't control their alcohol and just looking for trouble. But I have found that if you keep it moving, just try not to make eye contact too much with anything suspicious. But still, that doesn't mean don't look and don't be aware. You can still have fun. So I like to go, and one of the first things I do is I go for a Diet Coke and Bacardi rum. So Bacardi rum and Diet Coke, that does it for me. That's it, and I walk. And I've done videos on Fremont Street before. It is on this channel here. It is also on my Instagram too. I've done a couple of martial arts, capoeira battles with break dances. Jumped right in. It's crazy as I'm talking, like right across as I go decline. All of that is the strip. I can see Stratosphere and other casinos. The Sphere I can also see. That's crazy that I'm doing this video living in Vegas. Really, truly, realizing my dream. And here I am sitting at home complaining I don't want to get out, walk, and record videos. Come on now. That's how I have to self-talk, right? Self-talk is very important. But Fremont Street is like being a kid in a candy store. You don't want to leave. You don't want to leave when you're there. It's like the lighting, the ambiance, right? Is just like, I just can't stress it enough. So if you're ever coming down to Vegas, that's a place I would recommend to go visit for a little bit and just be a tourist. And when I step in there, all my problems, all my negative thoughts dissipate. They disappear. And I am just in awe because I think every night or every day they have a theme. So if there's a sports team, big sports event, they have the theme up there. Like when they had the Super Bowl event last year, the Niners were in the finals. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think the Niners, right? They had the theme playing up on top, like on the sky. Or if you look right above, there's always a theme. There's a holiday theme, there's a Christmas theme, all kinds of themes, right? And then I think you can also do that circuit where you kind of paraglide from one end to the other, if that's the correct terminology that I'm using. So, yeah, I mean, once I finish doing the back and forth and flirting with the some of the cute ladies that are working, meaning that they're actually entertainers and wanting to take a picture. Some of these ladies I've had decent conversations with. They're actually people. If you're polite to them, they'll actually be nice to you. So treat them with respect. I know you see the same thing that I see, but they look great and we're all looking at the same things, but they're still people at the end of the day. And if you treat them with respect, you'll be surprised. They're actually pretty cool. And one of the places I get so switching, not switching just a little bit, is I get dropped off. Usually when I go to Fremont Street, I prefer to be dropped off at Golden Nugget. It's one of my like go-to casinos when I go to Fremont Street. I like walking through it because it opens right into Fremont Street. After I'm done with my back and forth, I come right back inside Golden Nugget, and then I go and treat myself to some good old Chinese and Japanese food. So this is a place called Red. I've done this before. I've done this exact verbatim almost video where I like to go and wind down for the day, for the night. Get myself a nice beer, some Chinese food. They have amazing food. It's a fusion of Chinese and Japanese. And I mean, I'm on cloud nine by the time I'm done with that. It's some nice solo time, right? People don't really give a crap about if you're alone, if you're with somebody, you know. That's the one thing, is the power of just eating alone and being alone and moving alone. It's Vegas. Everyone does it. Everyone does it, right? And that's one of the things why I love this place, is because you get to be a tourist while you live here. And a lot of times people don't know that I live here until I tell them, I say I live here, you know. And it's really true. When you live here, you are rarely on the strip. I mean, nearly 2 weeks ago, I celebrated New Year's Eve, the countdown with my girlfriend. That was amazing. The video is up. You can check that out. But that's the last time I was there. So it's not too long ago, but I don't know when I'm going to go there next, because there's a lot of stuff local that I can do here. Henderson has its own strip, its own neighborhood, own community, and I freaking love it, man. But Fremont Street is special whenever I do make my way down there. It's almost like a treat, and I need to go, before I start my new tech job. I'm going to do a tour of just going to random casinos, doing breakfast, doing brunch, you know, just being Vegasy. Because once I start working again, you know, this tech job, it's a 9 to 5, so you're going to be pretty much committed to your craft, and I get to go out whenever I want, but I won't have this freedom as much like I do now. And hey, you know, if my faceless channels take off, one of them gets monetized and I start earning money from that, it's game over. That's how I look at it. So meaning financially. So the road to financial freedom, I can see it. It's there. I just have to keep working on it. This channel is also a work in progress, and this channel is self-improvement, documenting my life. You know, I say this in other videos, but if there's anything that you get out of this, is the fact that I'm documenting my life. If I'm complaining, if I'm whining, right? Hopefully I'm not. If I'm showing off, I'm being humble about it. But I am putting in the work. I am doing 10,000 steps. I am doing 10,000 steps. If there's anything you can take away from this, folks, is that please walk. That's it. That's all you got to do. And 10,000 steps in Fremont Street, it's easy, you know, meaning you're walking a lot when you're in Vegas. You're walking a lot when you're in Vegas. We tend to underestimate point A to point B, that how close it is, but actually no, it's not. Damn, that's pretty far. And I think I've cleared 5, 6, 7,000 steps just walking on the strip. So, you know, that's one of the benefits of, subconsciously, I know that I am on Fremont Street. I'm having a good time, but guess what? I'm still walking. You know, so I think I'm about to end this video. Enough of Fremont Street. Hopefully you like this latest version of Fremont Street. If you're interested in other videos that I've done, it's on my channel. You can search up Fremont Street and it'll come up. With that being said, folks, I'm going to cut the video here and just kind of a moment of silence, expressing gratitude. That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. By the time I get to my car, I would have covered about a little over 2 miles. Beautiful 2 miles of nothing but therapy right here. Okay, you know how this goes. Till the next video. Mamba out.